A very good morning and a warm welcome to all the children of class 5. I hope everybody is keeping well, following the COVID norms, and with prayers on our lips, we commence today's chapter. The topic that we take up today is verbs. Okay? Most of you are very familiar with verbs. If I ask you the question, if you have heard about what is a verb, then what will your answer be? And a very prompt reply that I am expecting will be, all action words are called verbs. That means if something is being done. Very correct, very true. The most simplest definition of a verb is that it is an action word. It shows any work being done. Like I moved my hands just now. Yes, I'm moving it. This is some action being performed, some work being done. I am talking to you. I'm taking your class. Again, a work being done, right? We are talking, work being done. So any work when it is done is called a verb. Very simple. I hope everybody's got it. Yes? But now children, you are in class 5, and according to the standard of class 5, we need to go into a slightly more detailed version of it. Work is okay, work is verb, fine. Also, there are numerous other things that a verb shows or does. What are they? They are if there is a person or a thing, so it relates that also. Okay? Like if I take an example, Ram is the good boy. Now here, see, Ram and boy are nouns. Anyone can say one is Ram is the proper noun, boy is the common noun, and good is the adjective. Why? Because it is, what is it doing? It is telling what kind of boy Ram is. So good, adjective. So all of you have done this. Noun you have done, pronouns you have done, and you have done adjectives also. So what is the role of that is? Ram is. That is completes the sentence, isn't it? If I only said Ram good boy, would it make any sense to you? No. That complete sense is given by that word is, a very small two-lettered word is, that makes the sentence complete. So a sentence will never be complete without a verb. So this is one more role, or this is one more thing that you have to keep in mind, that whenever we speak or we write, a verb has to be inserted there. It is a must. Okay? Understood? It also shows your present or past. When I'm saying Ram is a good boy, is definitely a present. It is connecting us to the tenses. So present tense. If I said Ram was a good boy, was denotes past tense. So tenses are also related to verbs. When we look at a sentence, when we look at the verb in it, you know all parts of speeches, all the 8 of them I have told you, they are somehow interrelated, connected, and together they form a proper sentence. Not necessary that all 8 of them have to be inserted in a sentence. Maybe there are only 5 of them, maybe there are 4 of them, but a verb is a must to complete that sentence. I hope this is clear. Alright. So present tense is also denoted, past tense is also denoted, so tenses. Another important role that the verb plays is, it also tells you what a person has. Okay, has, because if you look at a sentence, she has a new car. She has a new car. Now look at that. She is a pronoun. Car is a noun, right? New is the adjective defining the car. A new is that article. Yes, we'll study articles also. So article telling you that we're talking about one car. So now what is that has doing over there? She has. What is that has doing? Has is again a verb. It is making that sentence complete. If you don't insert that has, she a new car. Did that make any sense to you? Definitely not. So what is it doing? It is telling you what a person or a thing has. Depending on the sentence, it can be have. Like if this was singular, she, so singular. So what did we write? Third person singular, no. So we wrote she has. If I talk in plural, then I'll say they have. They have a new car. So has and have. Belonging, possession, anything you can say. This is also denoted by a verb. So see how many things a verb is doing. It does something, that some work is being done. So doing, okay. Be, B-E-B, also be or being, like is, was, were. This is also shown through verbs. And what a person or thing has, that is also shown by verb. Now see children, these were parts of the verbs, different types, okay. Now there are main verbs and there are auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. Main verbs are the simple actions that are done, like eating, drinking, jumping, singing, studying, running. Any physical activity that is being done is denoted or is called the, what kind of verb is that? The main verb, okay. And these is, was, has, have, the BE form of the words, they will be called the auxiliary or the helping verbs. You will not get confused. Don't think it's all going over my head. Ma'am is saying at such a rapid pace. You'll be getting the study material for this, of course. I'm just trying to explain. If you just read the study material, even that will be not enough. No, we have to understand also how verbs are working. So what you have to keep in mind is, without a verb, a sentence is never complete. Yes, in your, when you were doing probably sentences last year also, you must have done this particular line must have been told to you repeatedly that a verb makes the sentence complete. Yes, parts of the sentences you were doing, subject predicate you did. You know that, no? So the predicate part of the sentence will have the verb in it. Without it, it will not have the, it will not make any sense. It will not be complete. I hope this much is clear. And so I told you main verbs and helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. This much is done. Another important part of a verb is a direct verb and an indirect verb. Now, how are these different? Because they are different because, see, when we are doing the tenses, you will take up tenses also, no, later. So tenses, when we do, in some particular words, you will see that ed is added to the main verb and the past is made. Suppose I say dance, a word dance, D-A-N-C-E, present tense is dance. If you want to convey anything in the past, you will say danced, D-A-N-C-E-D, danced, finished. Another word, see, finish, finished. Yeah, such kind of words are called direct verbs, where you only add ed to the past and the past participle. But sometimes you will see that the main verb is something else, and when you talk about it in the past, it changes. How? Present tense, eat. I eat my breakfast at 7 o'clock every morning. Eat. Present. Yes. Past, I ate my breakfast. Did you put ed there? Eat it? Is there a word called eat it? No. It was a very different word now. Ate, A-T-E. See, so this kind of a thing, when it happens, when the present is something else, past is something else, some other word, and past participle is also different. This way it goes. The table you will be like asked to follow. I will give you the table also. So you will be able to pick out which are the direct verbs and which are the indirect verbs. Think, T-H-I-N-K, think. And what is the past tense? Thinked. I thinked ma'am will not take the lesson today. Is it correct? No. What do we say? I thought that ma'am will not take the lesson today. Think changes into thought. Indirect. Understood? This much? It's just part of the verb. Not necessary that you know everything. What you need to know in this class, I'm just telling you because all these things slowly come to you. Sometimes, you know, some children get very confused. What is this is? Ma'am told action words are verbs. So dance, eat, jump, swim, sing, everything is verb. But what is, was, why are we marking them as verbs? Because they are your helping verbs. That is why I'm telling you this. Okay? We need to know this also. Next is, what we need to learn in this class is the transitive verbs and the intransitive verbs. Okay? This will deal in our chapter. I'll give you a few examples. Alright? So, once again, let us come back to verbs. So, what are verbs? Verbs are those words which tell you what a person or a thing does. Doing words. Yes? Swimming, singing, laughing, smiling, joking, fooling, anything, any work, physical activity being done, that is verb. What a thing or a person does. What a person or a thing is. It can be, she is very intelligent. She is very honest. So, is or was. Verb. What a person or thing has. I told you the example. She has a new car. Or they have a new car. So, this way, what a person or a thing has. Alright? And direct verbs and indirect verbs. Eat becomes ate. So, indirect. And dance becomes danced, direct. Okay, when we relate them with the present and past participle this way. And one more, the last one is transitive and intransitive. With this we will be dealing in our class today. Okay, I hope you have a notebook and a pen in your hand. Correct? Please take down few examples. We'll begin with few examples and you find out where verbs are. First example, number 1. Mohit runs fast. Look at this sentence. Mohit runs fast. Where is the verb, children? Where is the action being performed? It is runs. Your verb is runs. So, running is doing something. So, this is the doing part of the verb. What a person or a thing does. I hope this is clear now. Right? Now, let's take the second example. The child was honest. Look at the second sentence. The child was honest. Where is the verb here? Was. So this is which part of the verb? What a person or thing is. This was doing what a person or thing does, what a person or thing is. This is the past tense, so was is being used. If this was present, so this was runs. This is past, was. Okay, this much you have to keep relating to each other. Let's take the third example. Mr. Sharma has a new bike. Mr. Sharma has a new bike. What is the verb here? Has. So what a person or thing has. Got it? All right. That's it. Okay. Now, we were talking about transitive and intransitive verb. What are the two types that you will deal in this class are transitive, T-R-A-N-S-I-T-I-V-E, transitive verbs, and the second type is intransitive, I-N-T-R-A-N-S-T-I-V-E. What is the difference? These are the two types of verbs, transitive and intransitive. What is the difference between the two? Alright. I take up one example. I like ice cream. Okay, very small 3 words are there in the sentence. I like ice cream. What is the subject here? I. What is the object here? Object means what is the thing here which is reflected on the subject? Ice cream. Okay. I like what? I like ice cream. When you look at a sentence and you ask a question, what or whom? And if you get an answer to that, that sentence is a transitive verb sentence. He plays with a football. He plays with a football. He plays with what? Do you get an answer here? What is the answer? Football. You're getting an answer, no? He plays with a football. He plays with what? He plays with a football. He is the subject. Football is the object. You're getting the answer to what? So, this is again an example of transitive verb. Okay? Here. Okay, one more I'll take. Mohit opened his book. What did Mohit open? Mohit opened what? Mohit opened his book. Mohit is the subject, book is your object. You're getting an example here. So, again, this is an example of transitive verb. Okay? Mohit called his mother. Mohit called whom? Do you get an answer here? Whom did Mohit call? Mohit called his mother. So getting an answer to whom also. So again, this is a transitive verb. I hope you have followed. Where you get an answer to the questions what or whom. What or whom. That is transitive verb. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now, intransitive. The child laughed loudly. The child laughed loudly. The child laughed what? Where is the answer to what? What cannot be loudly? The answer will be, how did the child laugh? Yes? It's not, the question is not getting formed correctly. The child laughed loudly. Can you ask, what did the child laugh? No, you're not getting an answer to this. Okay? So this kind of, the sentence is complete, but it doesn't need anything else to complete it. You don't need anything else to add to what? Yes? So this sentence does not need it. This kind of a sentence is an intransitive verb. You can, again, I'll just again repeat it. I love dash. I love what? I love ice cream. I can answer that question, what? I love ice cream. So this kind of a sentence will be transitive sentence, showing the love is your verb, but what kind of verb is that? Because you need something to complete it. That ice cream word is completing it, no? That is the object. So that is why this is a transitive verb. Now the child laughed dash. Now if I ask you, the child laughed what? You cannot fill up this blank, because you are not getting an answer to what, you are getting an answer to how. So when you are getting any answer to the questions what and whom, then your sentence is a transitive sentence. And if you are getting an answer to how, or it doesn't need anything to complete it more, then that will be an example of intransitive verb. Okay? Now one more. The baby sleeps. The baby sleeps. Complete? But now, do you need to add anything to it? Is there an object needed to complete it? The baby sleeps what? The baby sleeps whom? Are you getting an answer to this here? No. So this is an intransitive sentence. Another one is Mahesh walked a long distance. Mahesh walked a long distance. Are you getting an answer to what or whom here? No, we are not getting. Again, intransitive. Okay. Next is Smita is a nice girl. Smita is a nice girl. You are not getting an answer to what or whom. This is intransitive verb. Okay. Now, another part of this verb that you need to deal with in this class is verbs with incomplete predication. Okay. Now, let me take the same examples here only. Try this up a bit. Now look at this sentence. Mohit runs. Okay. Or I'll change it to a simpler one. Mohit is. Let's say Mohit is. Now you need something to fill in this gap so that your sentence is complete. Yes, you need something here so that the sentence makes proper sense and is complete. Such kind of sentences where you have the verb but the rest of the part of the sentence goes incomplete, these are called verbs with, means this is the predicate part. You have done subject and predicate, no, in your junior class, in your class 4. So Mohit is your subject, but the predicate is not given, the predicate is incomplete. Such kind of sentences are called verbs with incomplete predication. The predicates need to be completed. Now if I say Mohit is hungry. Mohit is hungry. the word hungry completes the sentence. Mohit is hungry. So this hungry word will be called the complement, and Mohit is, this is the verb with incomplete predication. Similarly, take the next one. The child was. The child was incomplete. Verb with incomplete predication. But if I write here, the child was sleeping. The child was sleeping. That completes the sentence. So, sleeping is your complement. Understood? The part of that sentence which will complete this sentence and give it a good sense, that will be the complement. And if the incomplete part, the subject part is incomplete with the verb, then that is the verb of incomplete predication. I hope this is clear. Take the next example. Mr. Sharma has. Now if I write here, Mr. Sharma has, incomplete, a new car. A new car is something that is being added here. So that is the complement, and this part will be called verb with incomplete predication. I hope this is clear. Everybody has understood? Yes? Alright. So, I think I'll give you 2 more examples of this. Okay? Incomplete predication. Let's fill it ourselves. Alright. Now see, the first one is honey. H-O-N-E-Y. Honey is incomplete predication. Yes? Second is mother seems. S-E-E-M-S. Let me take a third one also. Preeti behaves dash. Alright? 3 sentences. Take them down. The first one is honey is dash, mother seems dash, Preeti behaves dash. Alright? Now let's see. Incomplete. So these are called verbs of incomplete predication. We need to fill in some words, that means they are called the complements, to complete them. What should be filled? You think of a word. Honey is. What comes to your mind? The first thing. Everyone loves honey, isn't it? Yes, even I do. So honey is, what's the taste? Sweet. Honey is sweet. Yes or no? Very sweet, very tasty. Sometimes you put on the bread, no? Tastes yum. Mother seems, what does mother look like? After all they work, children are at home, husband is also sometimes, most of the times now at home, and everybody is saying, ye banao, wo banao, I want this thing to be for my breakfast, this for my lunch. Mother seems what? Very happy. Look at your mother's expression just now. See what she looks like. She's very tired. Mother seems tired. That completes it. Don't make her so tired. Yes? Okay. Mother seems tired. This is your complement. This is your verb with incomplete predication. Preeti behaves. What kind of a behavior is liked by everyone? Politeness, no? So Preeti behaves, I'll put it here, politely. P-O-L-I-T-E-L-Y, or you can say courteously. Okay, politely or courteously. This is how I filled up. This is your complement. This is your incomplete predication. I hope this is clear to everyone. So what did we learn today? verbs, what they do, what a person is or has, and the two types, the transitive and the intransitive verbs. And transitive verb, which has an object, answers the question what or whom. Intransitive, complete in itself, doesn't need an object to complete it. And we did the incomplete predication and the complements. Okay? And yes, I told you also about direct and indirect verbs. Right now you don't need it, but I was just explaining it to you because sometimes children ask why eat becomes ate and why it is not called eated. So they are different kind of words. Okay? So those are direct verbs, indirect. So we are not dealing with them right now, but just for your knowledge I told you that. This is what you need to know. Okay? I hope the lesson is clear. Yes, you will be provided with the study material soon, and you can go through it and see how much you understand. Okay, so with this I come to my chapter's end. This is all we have to learn today, and I wish all of you a very good day. Keep safe, keep happy, keep smiling. God bless. Thank you.